Hey everyone, I think we are good to go everywhere. We finally got Facebook fixed so that we can stream live there again. I hope that everybody has had a great week. Um, it's been pretty nice here in Western Mass. Howdy, sun's out today though. I'm excited. I can't wait to get out of here and be out in the sun and mess with my veggie garden. So, I'm Katie Brelsford, President and CEO of KB Accounting, and I'm thrilled to have you join me as we dive into 5 powerful ways mission-based organization leaders can expand their financial future. If you're passionate about your cause and looking to build a sustainable financial foundation, you're in the right place. So let's get started. I don't know if you guys have seen these earbuds. I got mine off of TikTok, but I love those stupid things. The only thing is when you're wearing them. Okay, sorry. Scroll for a moment. All right, so now let's get started. First, let's talk about diversifying your funding sources. Relying solely on one type of funding can be risky. Here's some examples to consider. Grants. You can apply for grants from government agencies, foundations, corporations. There's so many different places you can find various grants. There's also donations. Develop a strong individual donor base through campaigns and events. There's corporate sponsorships. Partner with businesses that align with your mission. There's earned income, where you can create products or services that generate revenue. And there's also crowdfunding. You can use platforms like Kickstarter or GoFundMe to fund specific projects. By having multiple streams of income, you can create a safety net that helps ensure stability even if one source dries up. Next, let's talk about the importance of building strong relationships with your donors. Donors are more likely to give if they feel connected to your cause. Here are some strategies to help you with that. Personalized communications. Send personalized thank you notes and updates. And here's a tip. Let's have this debate. Anybody watching that has any opinion on this? If you are sending personalized thank you notes or get well cards or something like that from a business, do you put a stamp on it or do you run it through the stamp machine? Sorry, we have those little bugs in our plants that are like no-see-ums that drive me insane. So back to the stamps. I want to know if you have a personal preference between running them through the postage machine or sending putting an actual stamp on it from the post office. Let me know in the comments if you have a strong opinion on that. So another way to build a strong relationship with your donor is to host events to engage with donors and show them the impact of their contributions. Also, be transparent about where their money is going. I cannot say that enough. You don't necessarily have to have them restrict the donation to anything, because we all know in the accounting world that's a pain in the butt. Even in the management world, it's a pain in the butt to have a donor specify where they want their money to go. But make sure you tell them what their donation helped you to accomplish. Transparency is so huge because it builds trust, which then builds returning donors. Also, keep them informed about your organization's progress with regular updates. Acknowledge their contribution publicly when appropriate. These steps help build trust and loyalty, encouraging donors to continue supporting your mission. Another thing is financial education is crucial for expanding your organization's financial future. Here are some ways to invest in financial education. You can attend financial workshops and seminars. You can enroll in online courses on financial management, hire a financial consultant to help guide your strategies, network with other mission-based leaders to share insights, provide financial training for your team. This last one I think is so important. There's so many business leaders and owners that don't understand the importance of getting their employee buy-in with your company. And one of the quickest ways to lose that employee is to hide things from them, like your financials. I'm not necessarily saying let them see your pay stub, but let them know how the company's doing. Be realistic with them, because if they don't know, they're just going to make up things. I cannot say it loud enough. If you're hiding it, especially if you're a nonprofit, if you're a nonprofit, you have no skin in the game as to what if your employees see, because it's not like the net revenue is your income like it is with a corporation. But with a nonprofit, if you're not sharing your financials, if you're not getting your team's buy-in on the budget, and I mean all of your team, you just change what you show. Management, of course, gets a deeper dive into it than, say, a line worker would. But if you're not sharing that information, they're going to talk amongst themselves about how much money you're making and how you're underpaying them. So internal training for your team is important. Understanding financial management helps you make informed decisions and better manage your resources. Technology can also be a game changer for your organization's finances. Here are some tech tools to consider. An accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero for accurate financial tracking. Fundraising platforms. Utilize platforms like DonorBox, GiveGab to streamline your donations. Implement a CRM system to manage donor relationships. And there are so many different versions of them. Leverage social media for fundraising campaigns and outreach. And also use tools that generate financial reports automatically. Yeah, that's a funny one, because I just had the conversation at lunch. We have an intern here, and I'm trying to help teach things outside of just like day-to-day accounting. And I was explaining how I have never worked at a place where the financials that you get from the accounting software are the ones that are presented to management and the board. And I explained this in a couple ways. And one is that a lot of times the financials that come out of the accounting software are things that more accounting-minded people would understand. And they're also not very pretty. And I know that sounds silly, but to get the user's attention on something as boring and dull as financials, beauty comes a long way. Colors are everything. So automated reports don't necessarily mean using your accounting software to pull something. These tools can save time and reduce errors and improve your overall financial management. Finally, let's talk about long-term financial planning. Here are some strategies to ensure your organization's future. Develop a long-term strategic plan with clear financial goals. And remember, this plan is not set in stone. Anything long-term has to be adjusted, at least annually, because everything changes each year. Where I stand today is not where I thought I would be standing when I started this company. It's not. I started this company thinking we would all work from home, and I would hire people all over the country. And I realized that that wasn't the right path for my company. So I pivoted. So my long-term strategic plan had to pivot with me. Also, start an endowment fund to provide a steady income stream. That is pivotal. It's hard to start. But even just putting away $100 a year into an investment is going to get you started. Identify potential risks and develop contingency plans. Maintain reserve funds for emergencies. And I always think of an endowment similar to reserve funds, even though depending upon the field of your mission-based organization, there are different terminologies. But you need to have enough money in reserves to be able to sustain you if you hit a pivot, if you hit rocky roads. So make sure you're planning ahead and creating reserve funds. And finally, invest in sustainable and ethical opportunities that align with your mission. By planning for long term, you can create a stable and secure financial future for your organization. Just remember, it's not a one and done thing. You have to be willing to pivot. This is not, it's a roadmap, but it's not the only roadmap. And as you're driving down the road of your strategic plan, you may notice that there's a Y in the road and you may want to go this way rather than this way, and just be prepared to update your strategic plan to show that. So there you have it. 5 ways to expand your financial future as a mission-based organization leader. Remember, diversifying your funding sources, building strong donor relationships, investing in financial education, leveraging technology, and planning for the long term are key steps to success. I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, drop a comment below or reach out to us personally. And as always, if you know someone that could use this information, please tag them in the comments below or share this video with them. Let's keep the conversation going. And until next time, stay passionate and keep driving your mission forward. I hope you all have a great week and you get to get outside and do some relaxing